Okay, so that's pretty good. Next one. Hey guys, how do you go about blog content for clients when you don't have niche experience? Just trying to plan out how I would handle revisions and how to charge, etc. So you're talking about selling blog content to clients? I'm not sure I understand the question, but as far as how do we handle clients if you're not a subject matter expert, how do you handle content development? Again, using tools. Tools can help you because like we'll talk about a few tools. On-page.ai is probably my favorite tool right now. It's expensive, but it's a great tool. Another one that we use a lot for our writing team is called outranking.io. That's another great tool. But guys, there's a number of tools. They all do very similar things. The point is that these tools will go. Another great one that I like a lot, not so much for the writing part of it, but because of the keyword tool is fabulous. And the topic research, it's not writersend.com. I think it's .net. Yeah, .net. This tool is really, really good for what topic research and keyword research. It's my favorite keywords tool, but it also has the outline builder and AI writing assistant and everything built into it. So you can use WritersEnd as your tool. So I've talked about outranking.io, WritersEnd. The one that I'm using the most right now, me personally, that I use the most right now is onpage.ai. Again, Eric Lancheras' tool. I freaking love this tool. It's fabulous. It's expensive, but it's a great tool. This has an AI writing assistant in it as well. So all of these tools, what they do is kind of what I just talked about with the backlink analysis is they go out and scan the top 20 results for whatever search query, and it pulls in all that data and it shows you this is how many H1 tags, this is, or an H2 and H3, and et cetera, how many images, how many, an average number of words, the number of entities, the named, it shows, at least some of these tools shows what the named entities are. OnPage does, because it integrates with Google's NLP. So it shows the entities as well as the topical categories. This is why this is my favorite tool right now. So all of these can help you to draft content that is relevant to the topic, even if you're not a subject matter expert, because it's pulling in all the content that is top ranked for that particular search query. So you can only assume, and that's all you can do, unless you're a subject matter expert, you have to assume that the top ranked content for that search query is well done content, right? So it's accurate. It doesn't mean it is accurate, but you have to assume that if you're not a subject matter expert, and just use that data to then draft your own articles, if that makes sense. Another way to do it is you can curate. We for years and years, that's all we did. That's all I did for my agency was for ongoing content production for clients for blog posts and such. We would do curated content, which is going out and borrowing content from subject matter experts and then borrowing sections and then curating it into what's called a curated post, which a curated post is where you literally are taking snippets of other people's content and posting that with commentary in between, your own commentary, which makes it unique. And you always provide attribution when you're going to curate other people's content. You always provide attribution to the source. You cite the source, just like you were writing a paper in school. You have to cite the source, CITE, the source, right? So with content curation, you don't need to be a subject matter expert because you are using other people's content that are subject matter experts. And all you're doing is injecting commentary in between snippets of content that you borrow from other people. But again, always cite the source, give attribution to give credit to where the credit is due. Okay. So again, using these kind of tools, guys, just pick one, pick your poison, right? Outranking is a great tool. They have some things on here called First Draft, which can draft a fantastic article, like the structure and like flesh it out and everything using data that it pulled in from the top 20 search queries for whatever term it is that you're optimizing for. So it uses GPT-3, right? The same kind of AI writing assistance that almost every tool out there is built on now. But what it does is it confines, like if you've ever tried any of these AI writing tools, like Jasper, for example, I use the shit out of Jasper. My link building team uses that a lot, like a lot. But Jasper is very general. You have to really restrict Jasper through instructions on, like, you have to put guardrails up and you have to be very specific about instructions to keep Jasper writing on topic and not pulling in a bunch of junk. And then you have to fact check things that Jasper spits out. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Jasper.ai. It's a great tool for, and you see that on my, I've got it right here. I use Jasper a lot. Anyway, but what I like about, so anyways, what I was saying, guys, with content, with something like Outranking, it's very good about keeping, like, it directs the GPT-3 to use the data input from the top 20 search results to direct the output, if that makes sense. So it automatically applies guardrails to, like, unlike Jasper, where you have to constantly give it instructions to keep it, on topic. This is much better. And again, I use Jasper all the time. I'm not talking bad about it. It's just a different type of writing tool. Something like this is more designed for developing content that you might not be a subject matter expert on, that doesn't require near as much fact checking or anything else, because it's only using the data as input from the top 20 search results, which you can assume are factually accurate, right? So anyway, there's a lot of tools out there that can help you to produce content on topic that you're not a subject matter expert for. Okay. By the way, like I said, WriterZen is fantastic for topic and keyword research. It's good for building outlines, and it's got an AI writing assistant in it as well. But I use primarily the topic and keyword research in here in this one.